Hey everybody, today's video is on online reputation management, ORM, or managing your brand's presentation in ChatGPT. So let's take a look. This is a pretty common question we could expect if someone's vetting Jolly SEO. Is Jolly SEO a good link building agency? To be honest, before we dive in, let's look at what in my opinion is a pretty balanced view. What looks good? We've got trade-offs or red flags. We've got when Jolly SEO makes sense and when it doesn't. I like that balanced view. I don't like all the things it says we're not great at. So, what can we do to manage our online reputation? Now, when I looked at this a couple days ago, I noticed a couple red flags that I'm going to point out to you, and then we're going to see if I can manage that reputation. So first, of course, we have all the good stuff. I'm not going to focus too much on this right now. I don't want to lean into what's working. I appreciate Serp and Devin over there giving us a good shout out, a good job posting, a real one. Helps us out. However, this is interesting. Independent transparency seems limited from tech behemoths. So we're going to pull this up and take a look in just a moment. And then we've also got a lack of reviews or ratings, which again, it's the tech behemoth's profile, but it's actually citing someone else's listicle. So let's go ahead and check out the tech behemoth's profile and the Rock the Rankings article. Now, starting with tech behemoths, as you can see, the red flag about Jolly SEO is that we hadn't filled out our profile, just purely because some third-party website named Tech Behemoths had created a profile for our company and then gave us a rating below average in terms of our profile strength on their website. ChatGPT said, our independent transparency seems limited, and we lack convincing data about our portfolio. So I've never met anyone from this company before, but when I saw that a couple of weeks ago, I decided whether I like it or not, I have to fill this out, don't I? So now we've got our website, we've got our phone number, we've got our founding year, our team size, we've got our YouTube, our newsletter, we've got who founded us, how many projects a year we do. Our profile strength at the time was around a 2. It's since moved up to 3.5. Looks like I got to do a little more, though, to get up to 5.5 or a 6.5 in Tech Behemoth's eyes. Interestingly, the sign up for this website was dated 2022, the sign up welcome letter that I got. So this site, to me, while I am annoyed that ChatGPT says a red flag for us is that Tech Behemoth says our profile strength is below average, and their own welcome letter is from 2022 and we never even created this profile. I'm here to manage Jolly SEO's reputation. So what are my action items? As I already did one pass, but now I can see was inadequate, I'm going to log back in. I'm going to follow whatever recommendations Tech Behemoth gives. I'm going to add even more information here because, like I said, I was kind of annoyed, so I gave some pretty quick answers. So going to flesh it out some more, and then I'm going to email this company and say, listen, what does it take to get a strong profile strength? I can tell them if I want to why I'm doing this or not, but those are my action items. Now let's check out Rock the Rankings. I've never seen this article before in my life. I have no idea who Justin Berg is, so shout out to Justin Berg for mentioning us. And I'm going to look for where Jolly SEO is. Of course, number 1 in this article is Rock the Rankings. Go figure. Number 18, apparently, Jolly SEO. They've got our homepage they've taken a screenshot of. Strengths, we do ethical SEO practices. Looks like they pretty much just scraped our site. And then because we don't have clutch.co ratings, we got a negative, and this isn't true. Our pricing is transparent on our website. So what I will do is contact them and say, excuse me, can you please edit this? It's not true. Here is our pricing on our website. And I will maybe point them here. Where I could point them is to the 6 Google reviews we do have, or I can point them to the carousel of reviews live on our website. And that's what I'll do directly with Rock the Rankings. But you know what I do need to do is I also need, the next time I ask clients to review us, it won't be on Google. It won't even be for our own site. I'll ask them to review us on clutch.co, because if Rock the Rankings decided to cite that, then it won't be long before someone else does as well. Let's see if there's any other work I need to do here. Rock the Rankings and Tech Behemoths, 2 sites I'd never heard of by 2 people I don't know, are the initial reasons we have red flags or trade-offs listed. And outside of that, it seems to be our only real issues with our reputation right now in ChatGPT. We do have a couple more before we close out the video. Let's pull these up. So, not cited directly in the responses, you can see I loaded up a lot more tabs. When we go down to the sources with, interestingly, 5 to 10 independent public reviews, which was the biggest red flag about us apparently, but apparently there's a lot of information. If you click on that, you can scroll through a lot of reviews. So a lot of people find us through this Backlinko article. There's not much for me to want to proactively change about this because this was an unsolicited shout out from Backlinko. We're super grateful for people find us regularly. So that's not a problem. However, you can see in top link building, other folks have grabbed the featured spot, and Jolly SEO is, we don't even have our correct brand name in Clutch. So Clutch was mentioned by Tech Behemoth, what was it? Rock the Rankings. So we clearly need to update this profile. It still has our old brand name from when we were a content agency over 6 years ago. So that's a must action item. Let's check out some more. Reddit, as we all know, is going to get picked up a lot. And then we have job review sites. Now, this is the cringe moment for me as the company owner. It's challenging. The people who post on job review sites are pretty unhappy with the gig they've just left. So we've got meh, 2-star rating, option to work remotely, and I'm a micromanager and there's no team culture. These are always people who have left and they typically haven't been here very long. So it's all I could do, I think, here is go out there to our current team that's been with us, some of them over 5 years, and say, hey, you can see what we're fighting against here in our online reputation. Only if you feel like it, you'd be doing us a big favor if you gave us a positive review. Because no one's really motivated to go to Glassdoor or Indeed and leave positive reviews of where they're working. They're too busy part of the team doing the work, having fun together. Here's another one. Working on your own time and remotely, deadlines come too quickly. There was one more I wanted to highlight. It doesn't make us look good, but it's that's me trying to combat it. Oh, this is sweet. Great people. This one just shows how hilariously, in my opinion, as the company owner, rigged employment review websites are. On the one hand, good money. On the other hand, horrible leadership. But check it out. The job is flexible, good pay, easy, and yet somehow the leaders are doing a terrible job, and this person stayed with us less than a year. Another way to interpret this is they were taking our money and they weren't actually doing the gig, and they were let go as soon as we could. So again, it's going to be challenging to combat this, but I think what we would do is say, hey, it'd be awesome if we could get some more reviews like this. It's been a while since we asked people for the favor. And if we're going to get disgruntled people leave us from time to time, it's probably the action item for us is to go to the team. So if you'll notice, I'm leaving that tab open, I'm leaving that tab open, I'm leaving that tab open because I'm serious. At the conclusion of this video, I've got some work to do. Let's check it out. Reddit, no surprise to any of us here, frequently cited by both Google and ChatGPT. Let's see. 5 years ago, this is being cited. I found a gig, can't tell if it's a scam or not. This would take me a while to search through and I don't want to waste all of our time. There's some thing called Jolly Writers where people were writing stories and somehow this got linked to our brand. So it'll be tough because it's archived. You can't post any new comments. So I'm not really sure what to do about this one. Such is life. What are the best link building agencies? I should have been part of this, shouldn't I have? I don't see Jolly here. Let me pause and find it. In a cursory glance, I could not find anything here. I think this would be a great place for us to have engaged in the conversation and certainly could have contributed to a more positive reply in ChatGPT. And then we've got, lastly, this year-old in our SEO. And shout out to Outreach Labs. Really, really cool of you. Thank you. Apparently a year ago, mentioned us alongside No BS and Link Pitch. So these are the kind of things as archived posts, new comments can't be posted, post deleted. I can't do anything with this as far as I know. So not much to manage there, but certainly can still engage in this conversation and wish I had been monitoring sooner. Need to get the team to, I can't get anyone, I can't force anyone, any contractor certainly, and that's the point, right? But I can ask, could you kindly help us out if you give an honest review? It doesn't need to be positive, it doesn't need to be negative, it's just whatever your experience. I think it's going to be positive because again, people just aren't spending the time going to Glassdoor naturally unless they're having a bad time. So it'll certainly outweigh that. Need to update the clutch profile with the old brand name. Poor form on my part. Need to ask clients to get us some reviews there. Need to email Rock the Rankings and say thanks so much for pointing that out. We're going to get on that. Have you noticed on our website the testimonials or in Google the reviews? That would be awesome if you could mention that Google has 5-star rating for us. And by the way, our pricing is listed on our website. And need to ask tech behemoths, what can I do to get a strong profile strength? And that doesn't mean that all of a sudden ChatGPT isn't going to have any trade-offs listed, because some of these are totally fair, right? We aren't incredibly high velocity because when we do earned link building, we can be slower. But a lot of this stuff we can change right here. We can beef up the independent reviews and see if we can increase this. So that's what I would do in managing my own brand. And Reddit is a service that we are offering to help manage other people's online reputation management. So if you want to know more about that, please do contact us at Jolly SEO, where you can see our pricing transparently on our website. But I hope this video helped you, gave you a few action items you can do for your own brand.